Hello everyone, my name's David Wildman and welcome to another edition of BTech. First I wanted to say a big thank you to our sponsors Direct Mobiles. If you need a phone, check the description below and you'll find a link to their website where you'll find some great deals on the latest handsets. They also have 23 years of award-winning customer service, so check them out. We're still on the P20 Pro, Huawei's new flagship, but this time I wanted to focus on the video capabilities of this handset. What's it like for filmmaking? This thing shoots 60 frames per second in 1080p and 30 frames per second in ultra high definition 4K at a bit rate of 30 megabits per second. There are a lot of very expensive DSLRs that can't say the same thing. So if you are interested in the P20 Pro for video, you're in the right place. I'm just going to let you know my experiences with the camera and show you the footage so you can make up your own mind as to whether or not you think it's good enough for making films. So most of the footage that you'll see in this video is from the P20 Pro itself. It seems that none of the multi-lens trickery that's employed with the photo mode is used in video mode at all. Zooming in 3 times just about keeps a usable image. However, you can tell it's not the optical 3x zoom as with the photo mode. Zoom in further and the image falls apart, which is pretty normal for most digital cameras. So the first mark against the P20 Pro when it comes to filmmaking is the fact that the stabilizer does not work at all in 4K. This is such a shame because the quality of the 4K image is superb. The video at 1080p is good, but switch to 4K and there's no way you could tell that this was a phone that was taking these images. What makes this even more frustrating is that the stabilizer is incredible. I have to say this is one of the best stabilizing systems I've seen on a mobile phone. The footage looks like it's been shot on a gimbal, even when you're running. I just wish Huawei could have made that possible for the 4K footage. I'm using the P20 Pro's video mode in Pro mode to give me more control over the settings in the camera. However, it seems that even in Pro mode, there's no way of controlling exposure. Settings like ISO and shutter speed are all decisions left to the P20 Pro's master AI, which is a shame for filmmakers. At least having the control of the ISO would have been useful. You can see here how it struggles with exposure. Let's talk about the super slow motion. I love the fact that it shoots 120 frames per second at 1080p. The results are really impressive and definitely usable in your P20 Pro production. The 240 frames per second at 720p is also very good. But the real headline grabber here is the 960 frames per second super slow-mo. So for this, I wanted to compare it against another phone. I chose the Sony XZ1, which also shoots 960 frames in short bursts, but unlike the P20 Pro, continues the recording at normal speed after the burst has finished. I put the 2 lenses as close together as I could and tried to push the shutter at exactly the same time, and was very surprised at the results. I was expecting the newer P20 Pro to perform better, but as you can see from these results, the Sony is head and shoulders above at 960 frames. The Huawei P20 Pro could be such a good video camera with a few software tweaks to enable things like the control of the ISO or shutter speed, or be able to fix exposure alone would make this a very attractive proposition for filmmakers. But if Huawei was to get the stabilizer working for 4K video, then this would be a great choice. I know this is a photography focused phone, and who knows, maybe Huawei will come out with a video focused version, although it's unlikely. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed my little look into the P20 Pro's video mode. I'm really intrigued about the slow-mo performance of the P20 Pro. It wasn't as good as what I was expecting it to be. So I will be doing super slow-mo comparisons with the Huawei P20 and other phones very soon. So make sure you're subscribed for that. Let me know what you thought in the comments about the video performance of this phone. Leave a like or a dislike, and I will see you next time.